So this is how to get bagpipe sounds out of your guitar. Pretty simple little trick. Requires a lot of pedals and a lot of distortion. So let's go through the steps here. First off, you're going to need one of these. This is actually a silver quarter, 1964. Anything prior to that year is usually pure silver. You can also use brass. I recommend the brass. Brass is known to add more sustain, not really add, but lengthen the sustain of certain notes. And what you're going to use that for is the chirping sound that you'll hear out of a lot of your bagpipes up at the top or end. The other thing you're going to need is all the pedals. I'll shoot through them here. Let's see. Oh. First off, absolute need, compressor sustainer. If you have a Sustainiac pickup in your guitar or something similar, you might not need that, but this is used to get the initial drum sound and to lengthen the notes, keep them going. You can see the presets there. Next up, distortion. Gotta have a lot of gain and more high end usually than low. I use a equalizer after this pedal, that's why the high is pretty low. Reverb. I have two going through here, not just this pedal. I'll show you a little bit further. I have this particular pedal set on a reverse reverb, which takes the note and reverses it real quick. Delay pedal. The only thing I use this for is to lengthen the note again, just by a little bit. See the presets there. Equalizer. This is used to add a little bit of high, take out some of the lows. Also, this pedal has sort of a built-in noise gate, so that helps a lot. Looper. Let's go over the last reverb section before we get to that. My last set of reverb is through my amp. Not very high, just enough to give it some extra sustain. Now, to get the drum or drone sound, I'll play it for you here a second. In order to get that with this particular pedal, you have to play 3 notes at the same time. The open A, the A note on your G string, and the E note, either your high E or the 5th fret on your B string. Pluck the notes, let them ring slightly, hit the record button, and as it's recording, slowly turn up your volume on your guitar from the off position. Make sure that it's playing, that it's on before you hit record, but pluck the notes, turn up the volume slightly, hit record, and then continuously turn up your volume. After that point, you're going to, when you start to hear it die off, stop it. Next, you're going to have to do the same thing over again on the overdub section. Only this time, you're going to need to start the notes. You'll hit play here, and when it gets about halfway through the loop, you'll hear it, because it'll change in volume at the end and beginning of the loop. During the center of the loop, you need to pluck the notes and start it all over again. You need to overdub it right there in the center. And that will give you your drone sound. Hope that helped.